Hello, stamping friends. It's Dave and Jackie. We are here with volume 4.2 of our Funfold template making classes. Volume 4.2 is actually the 16th free video class that we've done to teach you how to make quick and easy Funfold cards. So we have a brand new template to share with you, as well as bringing back some from a year ago to show you how to use them. Now, we also have a very special announcement to make. So hang on to the end of the video so you don't miss it, because I know you're going to be just as excited as we are. So I think you're excited, right?
I'm ready. Let's get going.
Okay, let's
get started.
I know, he's just like antsy pantsy here. So let's flip the camera down and let's make a new Funfold template. Hang on a sec. Okay, by now you should know the drill. We are going to go back and remake 4 Funfolds from volume 4 that was in September a year ago, and then show you a 5th one. Now, this is the front page of the tutorial. I know so many of you have been collecting these and have your binder full. This tutorial is available for free if you're one of my VIP customers that make an order of at least $50 this month in September. Otherwise, we also have the full tutorial available on our website for sale. So it will teach you not only how to make the templates, but also the 5 cards I have to share with you today. Now, we're going to start out by bringing back last year's 4 Funfolds. The template, if you remember right, this is the one we made. Now, if you didn't make these back then, make sure you use the link in the video description and you can find the video to go back and make those, because we're not making them today. Now, look at, I got a boo-boo on this one. These cards are a year old.
It looks like I made it.
I know, right?
I'll just drink coffee over it.
I think that is coffee, to be honest. But here was the original one I made back a year ago. We used the butterfly stamp set. And then this is the one I made this time. So this month we're featuring the Earthen Textures stamp set and designer series paper and dies. Fun, gorgeous, beautiful suite of products. And you'll notice I used that same template, and instead of opening it this way, we went ahead and just turned it to go this way. Now, with almost all the templates, you can do that. Remember, these templates are designed so that you can use them with any stamps, paper, and ink, but be a little creative with your thinking. Can you turn them, or can you make your layers a different size? So that was the first one. So number 2 is our little stand-up card. I don't know if you can really see that in the video, but it stands up. It's a great mantle card, like I like to call these. That one. And then here is the one that we made in the first class. So you can tell the difference just by changing stamps and colors. It gives your card a whole nother feel. Now, someone asked me, when you make these cards that are like all decorated, the whole front of it, where do you sign it? Well, I like to add a panel to the back of them. That way, if someone's setting this on their mantle or coffee table or whatever, you don't see my sloppy handwriting anyways. So there's the second one. Now, you'll get instructions in this month's tutorial for step-by-step to make them with the Earthen Textures, as well as all the measurements to make your templates. Otherwise, go back to the old video and you can grab all the measurements on those. But here's this one, another mantle card. It stands up. I think this was the month of mantle cards. And here again, you can see we've added to the back side of it where we're going to write. And then here was our butterfly one. So there are the 2 versions using this template. And then template 4 was this little diamond fold card, and it opens like so. So just kind of adding the diamond shape at the end there. So that is that one. And again, I turned it so you can see how using the same measurements and the same fold, I was able to make a card that opens up that way. So there's the 2 versions of template 4. Now, on to the fun part. We get to bring Dave in to make
a new one.
A new template. Okay, you ready, hon?
I am ready.
Okay. Oh, they like to see the card first.
Oh, yeah. So do I, actually. So I know what I'm going to do.
Good point. So here is the new one we're making. So it looks like so. And when you open it up, it has this middle panel that kind of pops out. So again, that one's going to stand nicely.
Pop-up panel.
It is. You could write on here if you want to, or this one. Look at, I made a boo-boo. I got the edge of my stamp. I'm like, we'll share it. It's just a sample. Don't tell anybody. But on this one, I would write on the back side of it as well. So let's make this one. I've got some pretty
man.
retired mango cardstock for you. Nice and bright. 8.5 by 5.5, just a normal half-size sheet of cardstock. And you're going to go ahead and score it at 2 1/8.
On this way.
That way.
2 1/8. Boink. Right there.
Yep. And then 4 1/4.
4 1/4. That was it.
You know what? As long as we have the cutter there, why don't we do this scoring part as well, and then we'll do all the folding.
Okay.
So for that piece,
the little guy.
That's the little pop-up mechanism for the inside, and it is 3 by 2 1/4, so it's a rectangle, and we're going to score.
Yes, it is.
The 3. We're going this way, so make sure you
Okay.
have the 3 on the top, and we're going to score at 3/4.
3/4.
So you can either go that way or
I
to
like the
the
other way this way with this stuff.
yeah, it's a little bit easier to go the
A little
right
easier when
side.
I don't have to smash my fingers.
Yeah, we don't want you to do that.
There's that.
Then flip it around because we're going to go to 1.5.
1.5. Where's 1.5?
Well, you want to come this way now. No, because we went. You got.
Oh, you want me to do it right this time?
Because we went 3
Got it.
1/4. Now, if you're using the simply scored board, you would just go 3 1/4, 1.5. Okay, so 3/4, 1.5, and then 2 1/4.
Which is going to be right about there.
There we go. Now we can move the cutter because
Okay. We'll get that thing out
now
of
we
here.
just have lots of parts and pieces to fold and put together. So let's start with the card, and you're going to first just fold it in half and then back fold that front flap.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah, we've
Gotta
done
get my
other
bone
ones
folder.
like that, and then back fold that part. Okay, then let's put on some designer series paper before we start the rest of it.
Great idea.
So that's going to be for the inside, and
Like
it is
there.
4 by 5 1/4.
Ooh, boom. There's some green stuff.
I guess you could put it whatever direction you want.
I'm going to hide this side.
It matches the green glue.
Yes, it does.
Are you in Team Green Glue along with Brandy and I?
I like my green glue.
You know, Creative 8 retreats, we have an ongoing green glue adhesive war. Brandy and I are all about the Team Green Glue. Okay, then 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And
Can we go here?
Yep. And there's actually 2 of those, so both of these are the same
The same?
size.
Oh, okay.
1 7/8
Whoops, I sure
by
squirted that one a lot.
5 1/4.
Got a little too excited.
You know, I'm becoming the
go.
green glue professional.
I know.
I think Brandy will let you on our team.
She won't let me stamp in her house.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, so now that's where we are.
God.
Actually, a lot of people make cards just like that. But now we're going to add the fun pop-up part.
Kind of looks like a broken tree.
Doesn't match nice. Okay, so there's that piece that you scored, and we need to kind of fold that up into a box.
Probably on the scoring marks, right?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a box.
How about a square tube?
Or a square tube. There we go. That's a better.
I like square tubes.
Okay, and use the bone folder again because you want nice crisp
Yeah.
edges on there. And then that is going to be placed on the inside. So it's if we close it like this, it should sit right along the seam.
Oh, okay.
Or the original fold line. And this is where I really like using green glue. And actually, I'm gonna help you a little bit. We don't want too much, and we're gonna probably have to slide it
And
around,
squeeze
yeah, to get it to fit. So, do you want to do it? See those?
Yeah.
They overlap a little bit, so it might be a little tricky.
it. So right here,
Yep. So just up and down, center it.
up and down, center it, stick it down, and then I can close it right away.
Right, but you want it to pop out when you close
Oh, I
it.
can pop out when I close
So
it.
it's gonna. Bleh. This really isn't too hard. So it's gonna actually sit more like this. Here, we'll put a little more on here. So it's probably easier to go ahead and stick one edge down and then bring this around and stick the other edge down.
That makes sense.
There we go. And then close
Now
it,
I
but
can
make
close it like
sure
that.
it pops out. Hopefully that made sense. If that didn't make sense, fast forward or rewind the video and you'll see it again.
There, now that works.
And see, it always wants to pop up. So when after closing it, okay, we'll close it and then open it back up and then just give it a second to stick where it's supposed to be. And close it. So I think we're good. There we go. Oh, that's like the hardest part of a fun fold we've done in a long time. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a piece for the inside. So this is 3x4, and that's going to just adhere onto that flap there.
Oh, just on there, and that's it.
Yeah.
It sticks out in space.
And that's right.
So I'm going to glue this. Ooh.
And again, stick it on there, but then close it to make sure everything lays nice and flat. And again, we're just centering up and down and then tight into the seam.
And that makes it fit.
There you go. And then for our focal point, we've got some white that's 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we're gonna layer it onto a 3x4.
Oh, that's going on that.
Yeah, we're just trying to layer some. Now remember, with all of these fun folds, if you want to make your focal point different shape, you know, feel free to play with that, or different measurements depending on what works for the images that you're using.
Teach that thing to stick.
And now we're going to keep this closed and we're going to adhere it so we have a nice border of that piece. But be careful that you only have...
I only put glue where it belongs. There.
That's probably plenty.
I'm going to
Stick it on there. And I think we're almost done.
The border's all about the same. Look at that.
I think we did it. So there is your template for this card. Now remember, when you make your own templates, make sure you write all the measurements on there. That way you can just keep these in a shoebox, and when you go to create, you can just pull one out and have all the measurements and be able to make a card. So there's that, and then there's our original. Okay, so let's bring all of these back in. So the tutorial for this one will show you how to make all 5 templates, as well as step-by-step instructions for all 5 of these cards using Earthen Textures, which is just a gorgeous suite of products. So now we promised a big announcement.
An announcement is?
Well, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. I think it's exciting news. This is going to be our last volume, at least for now, of Fun Fold templates. We've made, after how many?
Yeah, how many is it now?
I think we're at 54. So if you followed along since the beginning, you should have...
You've got a lot of them.
You have a lot of Fun Fold templates. So I can't just like kick Dave out.
Nope.
He's not going anywhere. So we're starting next month a brand new series that's the same concept. We're going to still be making templates, but they're not going to be fun folds. We're going to take different card designs for the front of a card. I mean, we can imagine this, not a fun fold. And we're going to make templates same way with, you know, older designer series paper, cardstock that doesn't necessarily coordinate, write the measurements on them, and have all kinds of templates for just creating cards. So often I hear people say, I'm stuck with I can't come up with a design. How do you come up with a design? How do you know what size to layer things, and so on and so forth? So we're going to go that route for a while. I think you will love it. I'm super excited about it, and I hope you continue to follow us and make card templates to go along with all your Fun Fold templates. So, as always, I think we're going to wrap it up for this one, wrap it up for the Fun Fold series for now. We may come back. We may come up with, you know, some more Fun Folds and throw them in.
Probably will.
We probably will. But we look forward to next month starting a whole brand new series and have you create some card templates that you're going to use over and over and over with any stamps, paper, and ink. So we'll see you next month, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So until then, have a stamp happy day.